Okay, please join discord.gg/ChloeGames. I often forget to advertise my own Discord server, but honestly, I speak in there literally 24/7, so if you want to talk to me, if you need to contact me, that is the place to do so. Now, after lightheartedly ripping into Roblox over the last week or so, what with making videos discussing Roblox security and Roblox support, and basically just the most flawed areas of the platform at the moment, it does feel like we give them a good few moments to breathe over the last couple of videos, because I did end up mentioning some reasons I think the new verification system looks very promising, and I'm only mentioning this because their breathing time is now over. Like, it's completely finished, and I'm ready to step back into the zone of negative opinions because this new upcoming update is currently only being tested right now, and already it feels like it's gonna be horrible. So yeah, I wanted to prove to everyone that I can be nice to Roblox regarding the updates that they give us, but also at the same time, if there is something I don't think is gonna work, I absolutely need to express my opinion on that. You know how it works by now. Roblox is currently testing automatic chat translation within a select few experiences. If the test is successful, it should roll out to all experiences soon. I will keep you updated, and I mean, this is literally the only information we have on this right now, so as far as how this update is going to work or what it's going to actually be like is, that's not something I can comment on right now. I need to give my thoughts based on simply nothing more than the idea of this existing. So I will mention that my initial thoughts on this after reading the tweet for the first time, I was very happy. Like, I was mainly happy and very excited about this possibly becoming an update, and that was very short-lived because it only took me around 30 seconds of thinking about this a little bit deeper and for a little bit longer, and that is when I realised just how much of a disaster this could become. And those thoughts are primarily based on personal experiences that I have had with automatic translations on some different platforms, and especially with Google Translate, which I will quite happily share in just a few moments. But right now, the main reason I firstly got excited about the idea of this update is because, of course, Roblox is also working hard to release updates all around the website itself to automatically translate any text into the selected language of the user. We saw something about that back in June of last year and then also in February of this year, but they had to remove all of it because it started going wrong. But as far as I'm aware, the last thing we heard about that was they were working hard to improve all of that so that, you know, they can have people who speak languages other than English around on the platform of Roblox. And so obviously they can keep translating literally anything on the website because that's something that they have created. That is already pre-existing text, and it's really not going to be as difficult to translate that into the language that the person needs it to be in. But things are a little bit different for like live chats inside of games, because being something that players are typing and hitting enter live whilst they are currently inside the game, Roblox cannot pre-translate that into whatever language the users need it to be in. And given that we clearly cannot expect every single Roblox player to learn every single possible language just in case we encounter someone who doesn't speak the same language as us, that means that the best possible way to go about something like this would be the automatic translation thing, and that is why I absolutely love the idea of this, and that's also why Roblox has decided to take this route in the first place. However, that also comes with a lot of downsides, and especially considering not even Google Translate is the most accurate thing in the world. Like a program literally created by Google with the sole intentions of translating whatever you type, that still makes an insane amount of mistakes, probably like 90% of the time. And so this is why our expectations for Roblox's automatic chat translation should have always stayed incredibly low to begin with. But as for the personal experiences I mentioned earlier in the video, I often speak with people who cannot speak English, and obviously I also cannot speak their language, and so just communicating without a translation system is obviously very difficult. And on the platform we use to talk, it also has an automatic translation feature for the chat, and sometimes the translation will either be horribly messed up, like it will say something completely different to what either of us were trying to say in the first place, or there has even been a few times where a compliment will somehow get turned into an insult through the automatic translation, which obviously we as friends know what happened with the translation, and we know that we didn't mean to insult one another, it just somehow terribly broke in the automatic translation. But for strangers inside of a Roblox game, if they see that happening, I can imagine that they would absolutely take offense to that. And so just keeping those very unfortunate personal translation experiences in mind, and also the factor that even something like Google Translate still makes an insane amount of mistakes, just this is why I think that this could go horribly wrong. Like, at the end of the day, seeing the chat get automatically translated, even if it does mess up and it slightly changes the initial meaning of the message, that's still probably going to be a lot more useful than these people reading chat messages in a language that they don't speak a word of. Granted, I'd rather people didn't have to see their compliments turn into an insult through automatic translation, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know how else they are supposed to go about this, because like I said, this is the main and quite frankly the only way to go about something like this. So, one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I will always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what? It helps me out a lot. But I'm guessing over Roblox currently working on an automatic chat translation for the live chats inside of games. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.